best thing on here. I don't know how you put me down. Shit, I am the shit.
This ain't no regular thing. Came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean. This is my city, yeah, this is my team. Talking and telling me nice. I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights. Let it be right, I'm champion. The game is in trouble, I've been in my depth for the piece of the puzzle, I got it for real. Still keep me going, I wake up and hustle, you won't see me buckle, I've been in the field. Man of the town, you been in your fields, I'm adjusting this crown. Call me your majesty, either that or your tragedy, shutting everything down. I've been high like somebody put a candle on. Off top, I don't really stand opponents, it's mine. The moment is, run out, it's not a bunch of pandemonium. On game, I got some, the skill is by one, y'all done, they came in the coffin. Referee screen, rest in peace, and think twice if you're next to me, it's West. This ain't no regular thing, I came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean, this is my city, yeah, this is my team. If you talking, it's hard to be nice. I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights, better keep right, I'm champion. It's our repetition, I'm stacking these trophies, I'm good with addition. I spit like a pastor, I give you the vision. Up early morning, enough of the sleeping. My life is a dream, but you wishing you lived it. Haters get livid, my pocket's Pacific, that's deep if you get it. So Tempur-Pedic, I sleep on the critics, don't feel like competing, I'm hearing these tickets. Whoa, let me switch the flow, a new bounce. Coming to the den with a lion, I'm gon' pounce. Know I've been a king for a while, got a ring and a crown, that's the bling with the blow, what the team is about, champions, you can tell by the ambience of this sound. Referee scream, rest in peace, and think twice if you never see me, no doubt. This ain't no regular thing, came for the ring, you know what I mean. If you're talking, it's hard to be nice. I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights, better do right. This ain't no regular thing, I came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean, this is my city, yeah, this is my team. Talking and taught to be nice, I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights, better keep right, I'm champion.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, you tuned in to the one and only Big Hank Sports Review. Yeah. Basketball, football, breaking it down for you. Yeah. Now vibe with me. Like, comment, subscribe, oh yeah. Kick back, enjoy the ride. Basketball, football, talking that truth. Sports review with Hank bringing the proof. Big Hank Sports. Like, comment, subscribe, say wow. Kick back, enjoy the ride. Basketball, football, talking that truth. Sports review with Hank bringing the proof. Step on the court, feel the sneakers squeak. Hank call a play like a coach unique. Fast break vision, highlight reel. He breaking down the stats with that southern feel. On the field, end zone, crowd gon' roar. Touchdown energy, we want more. So if you want the game from a real point of view, better show love, like, comment, subscribe to. Like, comment, subscribe, say what. Big Hank, keep the game alive. Basketball, football, talking that truth. Sports review with Hank bringing the proof. Big Hank Sports Review. NBA nights, NFL days. Hank break it down in so many ways. From the block to the pocket, the hustle, the grind. Every story hit different when Hank defines. Laughs in the flow, but the game stay tight. He shine the spotlight where it feel just right. Sports and the culture, it's more than a vibe. It's the truth and the groove. Come on, subscribe. Now don't wait, don't hesitate. Click that button, elevate. Join the tribe, be part of the crew. Sports review with Hank coming straight to you. Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, keep the channel alive. Basketball, football, talking that truth. Sports review with Hank bringing the proof. Hank Sports Review. Review.
Beautiful Monday. We back in the basement again. I know last Monday I didn't get to do a show. I was coming off my travels, celebrating Dr. King's birthday. But I was in Chicago, got to go to the playoff game. Unfortunately, we didn't win the game. I had a great time. It was cold. I'm not gonna lie, boy, it was cold out there. Y'all see my social media. I definitely posted a video. So had a good time. Unfortunately, my team didn't do what they needed to do to take care of business and win the game. We came up short. It happens, right? Part of life. But guys, doesn't mean we gonna still stop talking about football. Not still gonna stop having sports show because we are. And with that being said, that's why I'm here tonight. We're gonna talk sports because that's what we do. We're gonna talk God's sport because that's what it's all about. That's football. So, guys, we had a playoff game yesterday, and y'all can see on as far as the thumbnail, the four quarterbacks: Sam Darnold, Drake Mays, Matthew Stafford, and this guy. Not Bo Nix, Stinman. Fun fact: Stinman, Mikael Willis, Bo Nix, and there was one other guy, one other quarterback, I think that's in the league now that played for Auburn. They all was on the same Auburn team at one time. Can y'all believe that? It's a fun fact. But guys, of course, y'all know Malik went to HBC school. Stenneman went to Penn State. Bo Nix went to Oregon. And I can't think of the fourth quarterback they had there at the same time. But they all left. Nobody stayed. All the quarterbacks left. But nonetheless, it was a good playoff. You know what I'm saying? A good playoff. Now, the first one is what you would consider a defensive struggle, huh? Defense was played. This was a defensive-led game. Final score was 10-7. That's what it was. Now, when the first game first started, it was clear. No snow in sight. By the third quarter, it was a snow-filled game. It was worse than what we've seen at the Rams and the Bears game. But Mike Vrabel, Drake Mays, and the New England Patriots pulled it out. Now, we got a rematch, guys, in case y'all didn't know, of the 2015 title game. The last Super Bowl that New England won against the Seattle Seahawks. And that was during that game where Russell didn't hand the ball to Marshawn Lynch like he probably should have. And that's what Pete Carroll called. And he decided he wanted to throw it because he didn't want Marshawn Lynch to be the MVP because he's not good for the face of the program. Instead, he called a pass play. And unfortunately for Russell Wilson, he threw an interception. And the game was over. And Tom Brady won his sixth title. Now, of course, Tom Brady moved on from New England and won a seventh title at Tampa Bay. But right now, they stand tied with the Pittsburgh Steelers with 6 titles. Can Drake May break the tie? Is Mike Vrabel, a former New England Patriot, as well as Steeler, are they going to break the tie of 6 titles? And they're going to be the lead dog? I don't know. But that's who I'm putting my money on. People say, well, but Seattle has a great defense. This is true. But Seattle also has Sam Darnold, the same guy who said he's seen ghosts. The New England Patriots are familiar with Sam Darnold because he played in the East, AFC East. So they're very familiar with him. Some people on that team still knows about Sam Darnold because they played against him. So how will that go? Who knows? It will definitely be interesting. We also going to talk about a recap of the Bears season and what's planned for the future for the Chicago Bears. So right now, the Chicago Bears has the 25th pick in the draft. There's a lot of speculation on who's they're going to draft and what type of players they need. Now, in my opinion, We need to look for some edge rushers as well as some defensive linemen, defensive tackles. This draft is loaded with ends and tackles. So that shouldn't be a problem. Last season, we really benefit from the draft because a lot of our draft picks hit. You had Kyle Mullen guy. You had Colson Loveland. You had Luther Burton III. You had I can't pronounce it, the offensive tackle out of Boston College. All those guys hit for us. Now, those weren't the only draft picks we had, but the main four, they was our first round pick. They was our second round pick. They was our third round pick. And Cam Munungai was the last pick in the draft for us. He was a seventh round pick. What's going on, Lamar? How you doing, brother? Hopefully all is well. All those guys hit for us. So we need another draft just like that. So out of 7, I think we had 7, maybe end up with 8 because we did some trading. Brother Marcus, hopefully all is well with you, big brother. We need to hit like that again. To have 5 guys out of 8 players hit, I call that a very successful draft. Now, who knows? The rest of them other picks could hit too. It may take a little bit more time to develop. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. But another draft like that, man, we're gonna be something to deal with, especially if we get a couple. I'm looking at the first 3 picks. I'm looking to get 2 good defensive tackles and maybe an end. Truth be told, I don't care what order. It could be the first round pick. We get an end and 2 tackles. That's cool. We get a tackle, end, tackle. That's fine. A tackle, end. I'm okay with that. God damn, Marcus. I mean, is this what we're doing? You didn't want to see your boy Super Bowl shuffle? Damn, that's rough, bro. I love you though, man. But god damn. I'm glad your team did not make the Super Bowl. That's crazy work. I'm gonna be real. I think people should boycott the Super Bowl, but they won't. Because the Patriots are in it again. Yeah, my team's going to make it to the Super Bowl. They were not close. It was the Minnesota Vikings. RIP to the Minnesota Vikings. Let me say this about the Vikings. Vikings need a lot of help. Vikings need to get a quarterback because I don't think they have one. The second receiver, they don't have one either. I mean, you got one guy who's having issues with the law. Another one act like he can't catch. Get any here help because y'all gonna waste all the Justin Jefferson's prime years with somebody like J.J. McCarthy. I don't think that's good. Mark's gonna come with no offense. I'll come get. It's just. Yeah, it's fine. Sorry, guys. My wife bought me some dinner. Now, of course, I'm not going to be rude and eat in front of you guys. Some of you guys may be hungry right now, and y'all may be at work watching me, and I wouldn't want to tempt you with these good cheeseburgers that she made me. But back to Minnesota. I'm glad you reminded, brother, because I would have forgot looking at these good meals I got over. This good meal. It's a good hot meal my wife fixed me. So as far as Minnesota, they definitely need to get some wide receiver help. Offensive lineman, the tackle and guard position, they do need to address that. But the most important position really is going to be that quarterback. I don't think J.J. McCarthy's the guy. Nothing against the young man. I just don't think he's that guy. Now, he was successful in college. Shout out to him for winning a college championship. But as far as the NFL, he hasn't produced. His first year, his rookie year, didn't get to play due to injury. This past year, he's been on the injury reserve more than he's been on the field. That's not going to cut it. Now, Sam Darnold is in the Super Bowl, and they had Sam Darnold on his roster. He didn't want much. Thank you, man. He didn't want much. He asked for about $130 million, and I think he was well worth it. Now that he's guiding his team to the Super Bowl, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? So now that y'all let this man pass, he's moved on to bigger and greener pastures. I'm sorry, goddamn passenger. That's crazy work. He's moved on to greener pastures. He moved on and got the money. And not only got the money, now he's going to get the opportunity to get him a ring. Something that Minnesota wasn't trying to help him get. Now, will he complete the task? I don't know. He's got a great defense, got a decent run game. Will he do it? Minnesota, you let him walk out the door. You got nothing for him. That was a bad decision because you was ready to play the rookie, or what we consider a rookie year because it was first year without nobody playing. Yeah, I don't believe in that. See, that's one thing I believe in developing players, and I'm okay with guys taking their time to get where they need to go. So maybe J.J. McCarthy need to take the Jordan Love route and sit about 3 to 4 years before he's ready. But that's not the case. I know it's what have you done for me lately, but Minnesota has made a lot of bad decisions here lately. Now, they really don't have a stable running back. Their running back is too cast off. That's what they got. That's what they got. So now you got a guy more than likely they probably should have let go or fired. Flores is definitely should be getting an opportunity to get a head coaching job. I don't see why he didn't get one, but it is what it is. I just think Minnesota's got some work ahead of them, right? That's just my opinion. Minnesota's got some work ahead of you, and it's going to take a couple more drafts and a lot more free. And I think they're going to have to get a new coach. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm not impressed. But me as a Bears fan, I hope y'all forever keep doing what you're doing because I need for y'all to continue to be meaty freaking ochre. Now, that's enough Minnesota talk because I'm not a Minnesota fan. I do have a couple guys on here that claims to be Minnesota fans. Shout out to them. Y'all not rivals to the Bears. I don't see y'all as that. My disdain I have for anybody in our division will be Green Bay, not Detroit, not Minnesota. But Minnesota's got some work ahead of it. Offensive tackle, offensive guard. They need help. I think they need a quarterback. They need to get a second receiver. Also, I think they need to upgrade their running back room. So those are just my opinions about what I think Minnesota has. Minnesota chose overrated drama queen receiver for the main guy, the quarterback. God damn. Homemade hamburgers. My dog is eating good. Yes, sir. The wife takes care of her husband, as I do take care of her. Shout out to Mrs. Hank. Yeah, the 49ers got beat bad. You know, I was on a TikTok show and this sports show on TikTok, and the guy said he curses Kyle Shanahan because he used to be the offensive coordinator for the Atlanta Falcons. And he blames him for not running the ball enough. Well, I got on that show and I had to correct him. I said, hold on now. Kyle Shanahan wasn't a head coach. Kyle Shanahan was the offensive coordinator. This is true. And could he run the ball more? Yes, he could have. But Dan Quinn, same coach was at the Dallas Cowboys as defensive coordinator. Same coaches who's now the head coach at the Washington Commanders was the head coach at Atlanta Falcons. And he very well could have found a way to figure out how to stop New England while they was on this run. He's a defensive-minded coach. He was the head coach. Why didn't he do something to figure out a way to stop the New England Patriots from scoring and making this big comeback from 28 to 10? You have to look at him. I wouldn't blame it strictly on Kyle Shanahan. Could he ran a few times? Yes, he could. But also, you could figure out a way to stop the New England Patriots from making this comeback. They couldn't do that. And it's a shame. That could have been Atlanta Falcons' first title, especially in football. Some sport other than baseball. But that wasn't the case. And so you get what you get. As far as Kyle Shanahan, I think he's a good coach. I have no problem with Kyle Shanahan. None at all. Great offensive mind. Does great things with what he has. Pretty much resurrect McCaffrey's career. Because he was a walking dead in Carolina. They was going nowhere. They was getting him nothing. He was just out there just getting his ass kicked and coming up with a lot of injuries. He went to the 49ers, and now he's the new Roger Craig. For those who don't know who Roger Craig is, shame on you. Roger Craig is one of those guys who get 1,000 receiving yards and 1,000 rushing yards. He was what we call the old school, the first. Before there was a Marshall Faulk, there was Roger Craig. You know, Roger Craig's the one who had them bug eyes, his eyes bug out while he's running. You know, so that was him during the Joe Montana days. Won him a couple Super Bowls in the process. Now, if you want to know my thing on what I think about the 49ers and what they need some help. I like Brock Purdy. I think Brock Purdy is a cost-efficient type of quarterback. They have decent run game with McCaffrey. Now, can he have some backing up? Yeah, he can. They got Robertson. I mean, they got him from the Commanders. I mean, I think he's a decent backup. But they had a lot of guys missing on defense, right? Especially Warner, your main defensive backbone of the squad. You had a lot of guys missing. Brandon Ayuk was out for the season. Now, I don't know if he's going to be back. I think they just signed him to a contract. Probably more than likely need to cut him loose and let him go, right? They need to move on from him. You know, be it a farewell. Will they do it? I don't know. The rookie wide receiver he had a late start because I don't know if y'all remember, he got shot. So he was behind. Jennings, I don't take him serious. I think he's trash. And so they pretty much had to do some piecework in order for their wide receiver core. Kerry Kittle's still doing what Kerry Kittle's do. When he is playing, he's very productive. But he's missed more time than he has played. And so that kind of hurts him there. I think the 49ers will be fine. I do. 49ers just need to get the defensive players back so they can make some stops. And I think the offense is good enough to definitely win some playoff game and even make another run at the Super Bowl. I do. But let's get back to this. As far as the Super Bowl matchups, we had a great game between the Rams and the Seahawks. Two familiar teams, two teams playing the same division. That's the third time they play. And the Rams usually have the Sam Darnold's number as far as during the season. But that defense bowled it back, said, no, not today. No, not today, Matthew Stafford. You got your Super Bowl. We trying to get ours. That's what they said. That's what the exact words. Now, they'll say, how do you know him? I can read lips. That sounds good. That's not true, but it sounds good. I'm just saying it sounds good. But guys, look, Damn, was I muted the whole goddamn time? Shame on me. Appreciate you, my man. He says, you muted. God damn it, I'm tripping. I do need that. Hit the goddamn button. I wonder how long I was muted. God damn, I'm seeing some profound shit. At least that's what I think. In my mind, I think I'm saying some profound shit. I might have been just talking silly shit. God damn. I'm glad y'all didn't hear it either way. But as far as the Super Bowl, I'll be very interested in seeing what you guys think. And I know some of y'all can't stand. Don't pick Seattle just because you can't stand. Don't do that. If your money was on the line, right? If you had to put a few dollars, hey team, I appreciate you. Thank you, ma'am. If you had some coins to put online, said, man, I got $10 to spare. Who are you riding with? Who is your team of choice that you be willing to put a couple dollars on? I'm just interested. Now, me, I'm thinking in my head, New England, because I know how Sam Darnold is. We played him against Minnesota. I watched him at the Jets. You know what I'm saying? Just not impressed with him. Just not impressed. Now, my son, Lil Hink, is a Seattle fan. Now, he went back in the days. Now, y'all gotta remember he's only 20. So when I say back in the days, he went to the days of Russell Wilson. He liked Russell Wilson back in the day. Huh? That's what he. I'm just saying, he likes Russell Wilson. Brother said it's time to go ball. What are you talking about? You see this head full of hair? What are you talking about? I ain't got no goddamn grays in it. And my beard is another thing. I got gray all in my goddamn beard. Listen, I'm a man. I don't die by it. I just accept it. I let it happen. There's no saving that hairline. God damn, dog. You come over here to troll? You want to talk about my hairline? You sound crazy. This dude probably bald him goddamn self. Let me stop this. It's not the time. It's not the time. I'm not gonna let these assholes deter me from the conversation I'm trying to have with the real people. I'm just saying. But so I'm kind of torn. For my son's sake, I will cheer for Seattle. But if I had to put money on it, I got to ride with New England. if I had to ride and put money down, I have to go with the New England Patriots. But my heart, I want to see my son and his team win, so he got to have something to cheer for. Now, he's going to keep on winning now. His goddamn football team, college football team already won. I'm sick of this thing. Maybe it's this here year. I hope, matter of fact, let me say this. I hope his basketball team wins. They got a big game tomorrow. Now, hopefully they get to play because this weather down here has been bad. So hopefully they get to play tomorrow. I'm going to stream it. I'm going to stream it live with you guys, and we're going to watch it while you stream, because I'm not going to it, because even though it's not too far away, it's just the weather, and I don't want to be driving out this weather late at night like that home, so I'm not going to do it. And I do like Kokomo, Indiana. Kokomo, Indiana has a great toy store, collectible store, an action figure store, and trophy store. Well, all of things. Has a great store down there. Last year, me and my wife went down there and had a good time. I went before the game. Yeah, I think it was before the game. Went down there, found some great things, man. I did a video. Matter of fact, I think I did a video. I'll put it on my channel. So if y'all can, check it out. But they had a great store down there, man. And unfortunately, it's on a Tuesday instead of a weekend. If it was on the weekend, I'll be down there. I promise you, I'll be down there shopping, finding something, some type of action figure, or collectible, or a pop or something to bring home. But it's on the weekday, and I'm not going to do it. But yeah, so hopefully they win tomorrow. But I definitely will be streaming the game live with you guys if they play. I got to call my son after he had practice. He's probably just now getting out of practice. They had practice at 5 o'clock today. So I'll definitely make sure I reach out and see what it is. Normally he'll let me know before they post it on social media. So we'll see. But it's a conference game. So it's very important. Unfortunately, they play this Saturday. They should have won the regulation. They end up losing in overtime. Another conference game. But fortunate for us, the team that they lost to is the upper part of the conference and not the lower part of the conference. So it hurt, but not as much as it probably could have. So we'll see. Hopefully they bounce back and play a good game. Now, they already beat this team earlier in the season. So right now we have the head-up matchup, one up on them. And that was at home. So now we're going on the road. So if we could split, each team one at home. But it will be a big win if we can win on the road. It will be a big win, and I'm hoping that we can do that. But we'll see. But guys, I just want to talk about the Super Bowl matchups and like I said, see what you guys think. Now, with Drake Mays has been playing okay. He's been doing pretty decent, MVP type play at times. But then there's other times he looks bad and making all these damn turnovers. And that's not good. You can't do that. Sam Darnold's been solid, though. Now, of course, they only played 2 games because they was the number 1 seed. And that's the fortunate enough being number 1 seed, you don't have to play as many games. Drake Mays had to play 3 games because they wasn't the number 1 seed. Number 1 seed, they beat in Denver. So, you got those games like that. It happens. It's a part of it. It is what it is. But, congratulations to Nashawn Wright for the cornerback for the Chicago Bears, made the Pro Bowl. Now, of course, there was some reason why he wasn't on the Pro Bowl roster at first, and I don't know why he got stubbed. But he was able to make it now because somebody else dropped off, so he got the opportunity. But the funny thing about the Pro Bowl is, which I don't understand, somehow Shanoir Sanders got in the Pro Bowl. But I thought it should be like minimal games you should play before you are eligible for the Pro Bowl. But I guess the Pro Bowl's so desperate and everybody's opting out that nobody wants to play in it. I'm just saying. With that being said, we got to acknowledge my man, Quentin, come through with the $4.99 super chat. He said, we were 9-8 with the 27th ranked offense. When we got, listen to this shit. When we get Burrows, it's over for your team. God, boy. Now, how's that going to happen, Quentin? Is Cincinnati going to make that mistake? If Coach Taylor didn't get fired now, he going to. If he mess around today, trade him. What are we thinking about? It got me in there choking up. It sounds so crazy. Oh, come on, man. Quentin, what are we thinking about? Boy, you've been on that brown liquor, ain't you, Quentin? I know something going on. Boy. You been on that brown liquor. It's got to be something to make a statement like that. Maybe the whole Cincinnati Bengals on brown liquor, because you got to be crazy for them to. They just re-signed that man to a nice contract. He said it's already in the works, Hank. It's only a matter of time. Shout out to Big Brother Quentin, man. He didn't have to. He chose to give that $4.99 super chat. He chose to, and I appreciate your blessings. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, sir. Guys, if y'all want to be like my brother Quentin, there's that super chat button. You're more than welcome to hit it. If you decided you don't want to do the super chat and you want to hit that QR code and do the Cash App, that'll work there too as well. It's all good. Whatever you want to contribute to the show, I promise you I appreciate it. But one of the things I need for y'all guys to do, it is not going to cost you nothing but time. Let's hit that goddamn like button. You're goddamn right. Hit that goddamn like, but it don't cost you anything. It don't cost you nothing to hit that like button. Nothing at all. It's just the gratitude. Now look at this guy here. Look at this shit here. One of my biggest haters on this side of the business. He was trolling me the other day on a good Sunday. I'm trying to enjoy myself on a peeping Sunday. And this brother come over with some slick shit. Shame on my brother Big Hand 11. It's been a while. But I promise you, I appreciate him. Even though he's a goddamn hater. And that's sad. But he is. With that being said, let me acknowledge my brother Big Hand 11 with the $10 super chat. He said, God damn it. He said, God damn it. I said, God damn it. What up, he? I just turned on the TV and I'm looking for the Birds game. Is it on yet? Or coming on later? This side motherfucker here. I'm sick of your ass. Big 811. One of the biggest haters on this side of the Mississippi. If I was stowed in with this man, I have to cuss him out right to left, left to right, over and back. God damn it, I'm sick of his ass. But I appreciate him. Because you know why? He finds in his heart to donate to the program. Shout out to Big 811 for the $10 super chat. He didn't have to, but he chose to. And I appreciate the blessings. Thank you, sir. Now, guys, if you want to be like the big brother, Big 811, you can hit that super chat. And I promise you, I'll be very grateful. If you choose not to do the super chat, you say, hey, I'll do Cash App. Hit that QR code with a little bitty duck in the middle of it. And it will give you the QR code to get to my Cash App. I promise you I will appreciate it. Every dime, every penny count. Go to hell, Big Ed. I'm sick of your black ass. But back to what I was saying. Guys, I look, I'm going to say this. I think it's going to be a good Super Bowl. And the reason why I think it's going to be a good Super Bowl, because you got two defensive-minded coaches going head-to-head. You got one with a sophomore quarterback, second-year quarterback, that has a lot of great potential. Has shown his ability to play the game at the high level. You got Sam Darnold writing his redemption story. You know what I'm saying? After making statements like, I see ghosts. He out there like Pac-Man. He's seeing Pinky, Blinky, Casper, and the rest of the goddamn ghosts out here. Slimer. Who you going to call? Ghostbusters? That's what Sam Darnold out here seeing. I'm just saying, man. I think it's going to be a good game between them two. Will it be a lot of scoring? Maybe not, because you got two decent defenses out there playing against each other. So it may not be a lot of scoring. Now, I say that, and they're going to be scoring 55 to 25 or 55 to 64. That would be crazy, but it's possible. The defense said, I'm taking this weekend off. I'm sick of this shit. We got it to this point. Y'all can take over offense. I doubt that's going to happen, but it could. I'm just saying it could. Guys, I'm on this thing they call the Bid FTA. And it's this free promotion I'm about to give. They don't deserve it, but I'm going to give that. I end up finding me a new record player. Now, unfortunately, I think it said the lid is cracked. Now, not a fan of it because it's one of those things, you know, them crates. You can bid on certain things, stuff like that. But I wouldn't my bid for a new record player for $8.01. Now, I don't know what the total is going to be. They're going to charge taxes. But I'm sure it's not going to be no more than $10. Now, that's good. A brand new record player who also plays cassettes and CDs for less than $11. Oh, that's good. Now, I still got my CDs. Didn't have nothing to play them on. But guess who does now? Your boy got some CDs. I ain't got no cassette, but I'll be willing to buy it a few. Got a record show coming up in February. Looking forward to going to that. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But guys, with that being said, I think the matchup between these two teams will be a good one because I like Mike Vrabel. He was one of the finalists for the Chicago Bears for the head coaching job. And with that being said, I'm definitely looking forward to the game. And that's because of these two defensive-minded coaches going head to head. I'm a defensive guy. I'm a defensive fan. I've always been a fan of the good defense. That's what really made me fall in love with the Chicago Bears. But Big Ant 11's information. We're hating on my damn Bears. But that's really what drove me to the Bears was the defense. So watching these two great coaches go head to head should definitely be interesting. Definitely looking forward to seeing how that's going to play out. Now, guys, for those y'all who don't know, we got 2 weeks because next week is the Pro Bowl, of course, the Flag Football Bowl. Definitely going to be interesting to see how that works out. But with Drake May as a young and up and coming star and one of the stars in the class of 2024, it's definitely going to be interesting because you got guys like Caleb Williams, maybe the best quarterback in an NFC. Now I know some people may like, oh, you think you just saying it because that's your quarterback. No, man, I'm just saying. People are hesitant to give Jalen Hurts his props. Matt Stafford retired. Who could you say may be better than him? Yeah, let's keep it honest. Who can you say? I'm just saying, man. You might have to give it to him. I know y'all don't like it because it's my team, of course. That's really why you don't like it because it's my team. Somebody else team, you'd be okay with. But it's the same team. The hell with Hank. Y'all can kiss my grits. I'm just saying. But it is what it is. So it's definitely going to be interesting how all that works out. Definitely going to be interesting. I will be watching it. Wishing it was my team in attendance, but you know, it is what it is. But I definitely will be watching the game, rooting on the Seattle Seahawks just for my son's sake. Am I going to put some money on the line? No, I'm not. I ain't going to bet on it. Even though I got $10 left in my FanDuel account. I'll hold it for next year. But it definitely should be a great game, man. And I'm definitely looking forward. Let me say this. Congratulations to Indiana Hoosiers. Y'all probably didn't get to hear me say it because I didn't do a show that day. And even if I did, they was playing on that day. So you got to base it on what happened. Hey, in 2 years, this man did a great thing, man. 2 years ago, this man was hired. Went to the playoffs last year, won the playoffs this year. 2-time coach of the year. That man deserves his props. And you know what it really shows? That even these smaller schools who has good coaches, why not take a chance on them? With the NIL the way it is, you could turn your season around really in one turnaround. Especially if you already have a few good players already. You just need a good quarterback and a nucleus of good linemen and all that good stuff. You could change it around. Now, the Big Ten is not what you call a powerhouse conference, not in my opinion. It's top heavy. You're gonna always have your Ohio State. You're always gonna have your Michigans. You're always gonna have your Penn States. But then you're gonna sprinkle in some of your new teams like USC, Oregon. Maybe once in a while Iowa will step up. But now you got teams like Indiana that really gives a lot of opportunity. So can it be done consistently? That will be the key right there. Can it be consistent? I don't know. But what Indiana has put these other schools and these other coaches on notice. I came in here to a school that was always losing on a regular basis, who was one of the all-time losing teams in college football, and found a way to turn it around and win a title here. If they could do it, why can't we do it? That's a question you got to answer, coaches. That's a question these coaches got to answer. Putting pressure on guys. I don't know. I say this, right? Let me say this real fast before I move on to a video I seen and definitely want to talk about. This NIL deal has opened it up for a lot of guys. These guys are a lot more older now. They're willing to stay in college. They're not quick and fast to go to the NFL. Especially I can get this nice checks on a regular basis. And more than likely, I'm not going to be the first overall pick. The first round pick. And so I'm not going to get the big deals like them other ones. I'll be a second and third round, make a check, but not as big as some of the guys I make in college. So I'm willing to stay in college as long as I can. Some guys run out on the field, they 24, 25 years old. That's crazy, but that's just what it is. That's just what it is. And so as long as the eligibility goes, it goes. I seen one post, basically got to get his 8th year. That sounds crazy. Ole Miss's old quarterback is fighting to get his 6th season. Now, he's a first-round quarterback, but he wants to come back. I don't know if that's true or not, or that's just him just going through the motions. But that's the case. That's the case. But like I said, these coaches, they got to be on notice, man. They have to be on notice. These guys are showing you get the right coach in there, you can win some games. And the reason why I say that is because we watch Indiana go from totally last place in all-time college football to number 1. It's not easy to do. But with the right coach and the backing that they need, it's possible. Mark Cuban, you said, man, I'm willing to pay you what you would get for your rookie deal if you to come back. Basically, I'm willing to do. I got that money, huh? Y'all know who I am. Y'all know about Shark Tank. Y'all know about me owning and selling the Dallas Mavericks. I'm an Indiana alumni. I got that bread. Hey, get the right back and you can do what you can do. I'm just saying. So with that being said, last thing I definitely want to make sure I talk about is college basketball. After the Super Bowl, that's all we're going to be having is basketball. You have the either college level or the NBA, whichever one you like, or both. But it's definitely going to be the talk of the town. And we know once February and March comes around, it's all college basketball. It's all college basketball. So with this said, I want y'all to check out this video.
I still call it college basketball. Are we still living in the 90s?
Yeah, it's in college. It is in college.
It's not college. It's not college basketball. Once you start getting paid, it's a difference. And I don't want to hear about John Calipari going on some fucking rant. You know why you left Kentucky? Because not only are you getting paid close to $8 million annually on your own salary, but you knew that you needed to keep up. At Arkansas, they're giving you an additional $5 million a year for NIL. That's how you're able to go and get these top-notch players like a Darius Acuff, who's probably going to be a lottery pick, who went to prep school in Orlando, who was a McDonald's All-American, who's tearing college up because he's ready for it. So don't come telling me you need to put a cap on the transfer portal when I want guys to get max dollars. Why should the players have to get a cap on where they go? If they want to, look, I tell my kids this. All the kids that are in my basketball organization, I don't even give a damn if you go to pro no more. Go pro. You don't have to make it to the NBA. You can go, hurry up and go to college, since we still calling it college, and get 4 or 5 years and walk out a fucking millionaire and be set for life. Go max out. This is 2026. Fuck what everybody talking about. Damn it, if you went to the league and you're in the G League and you ain't getting that bread and you got an opportunity to go get that bread back in college, damn it, go do it.
Old school. It's about the purity of the game. But your reasoning is like, this ain't, there's no more purity. This is tainted water. This is dirty water. And just, you got to get your waders on and get up out there.
I bet you Calipari got that $5 million annually every year. They ain't walking. I bet you he ain't walking in people's houses no more saying, hey, man, I'm John Calipari. Look now. They walking in with a fucking contract. Here you go. We got 1.5 on the table for you for 1 year.
That's a fact. Guys, this is what the NIL brings now. Look here, my Kentucky Wildcats spent $21.5 million on players. Are we getting our money's worth? Hell no. But now we got to go back to the drawing board now and see who we are reinvesting in our money in. You know, we're not investing our money in them goddamn money pits. We want some players who's going to produce. And not just coming here just to get the latest flashy shoes and the gear and a check. We need some guys who's willing to put up or shut up. I'm just saying, man, that's what we're looking for, right? I think we're entitled to that, don't you think? I'm just saying. So with that being said, man, John Calipari's been doing this. He's been pushing for a minute. I seen some other clips where he's talking about they only should be able to transfer one time. And next time they got to sit out. That sounds good. But let me say this, though, Calipari. You can leave and go to whatever school you want to. Don't pay no type of penalty or anything. So you don't think a player should have the same right as you doing it? No, that's not how it goes, man. That's not how it goes. And I don't think a guy should be able to dictate that from that situation. I think he should have every right to do that. If that means, he get to go because the coach has left, the original coach that brought him here is no longer there. I ain't transfer. Want to go through your service to the highest bidder? So be it. Let it happen. Everybody else can do it. All these other adults, non-student athletes, they can do it. Why can't these young boys? Why can't these young boys get the opportunity? What's good for the goose should be good for the gander. And that should be okay. It's all fair in love and war. So why not let it happen? Why not let it happen? I don't care what the coaches think. That's your problem. You need to figure it out. Make the proper adjustments. That's what it's all about. The student athletes have to make them adjustments. So allow these schools to do the same thing. Look, I don't have a problem with it. I think they should have been playing the players legally a long time ago, but that wasn't the case. But it's open season now. I'm all for it. Get your money, young bloods. Get your money. Guys, let me say this also. As far as the NBA, the trade deadline is coming up. Will LeBron still be there with the Lakers? What about AD and the Mavericks? Kyrie and the Mavericks? I see a lot of trade rumors on the fly. Will these happen? I don't know. Now, I know LeBron is long in the tooth. I know LeBron's been around the block a couple times, and I know LeBron is really trying to hang on to get his son Bronny a more permanent type of position or opportunity. He may be even trying to wait it out to see if Bryce could get the opportunity too as well, and trying to secure that. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. So most people don't believe in nepotism. I'm all for it. If I can get my family there to be in a successful position, I'm going to do that. I think it's all fair. Guys, with that being said, we don't have no NFL football next week because next week is the Pro Bowl. And I don't watch Pro Bowl. I ain't doing playing flag football. He was playing flag football when he was playing tackle football, but that's just a different story. Doesn't mean we're not going to have a show. We're going to talk about some sports. Again, I told you we're going to do a recap for the Chicago Bears next week while we got this somewhat bye week as far as a live football. We definitely going to talk about it. I'm going to bring up some shorts. I might even do a mock draft for you guys. So we're going to do that. Looking forward to that. Talking about it and trying to break it down. Trying to work in more guests. There's an individual I met on TikTok that likes the Bears like I do, talks about football, very knowledgeable. So I'm definitely want to try to get them on. Looking forward to doing that. It's been a while since I dropped the link and all that. I may do that next week. Who knows? Or I may just do the show by myself because I like doing that. On Mondays, I don't like to go too long because, of course, Mondays usually when football season in, you have Monday night football. And I don't want to be on here while I'm trying to watch football. Y'all see me keep looking up because my TV's up there. I'm looking up now because the college basketball team on. But I don't want to disrespect you guys to do that. So that's why I try to do a solo show by myself and kind of, go about between an hour to an hour and a half, no more than that. Unless it's one of those special type things like they could be in the football season or a fantasy draft conversation or having special guests on. Guys, with that being said, man, I appreciate every last one of you guys being here. And I need for y'all to do before y'all leave here, I need for y'all to hit that like button.
What's the goddamn button?
You're goddamn right. Push the goddamn button. With that being said, I will catch you beautiful people on the next one. Right on.